Good afternoon. Are these plants that they're selling in the big box stores marketed as mosquito repelling plants called Citronella the real deal or not? Stick around and we'll let you know. This plant behind me is a member of the geranium family, and it smells beautiful. It smells very citrusy. It is marketed, and I purchased it at a local big box store as a mosquito repelling plant. Well, I can tell you, I'm sitting right next to it. It does nothing. The mosquitoes are still attacking me. This plant is not what they extract the real citronella from. Real citronella oil comes from the lemongrass family. It's a grass. I believe it also comes from an African geranium plant, and those do work. I have here in my pocket a little bottle with 2 ounces of water and 60 drops of citronella essential oil in. I spray this on my skin. This works like a charm. If you want a mosquito repellent, this is beautiful. It does work very well. This plant, however, and I got fooled, I gotta tell you, this plant does not repel mosquitoes at all. It may repel some other bugs and do some other beneficial things for your garden, but repelling mosquitoes is not one of them. This plant, and I'm gonna have to read it here because I butcher the Latin names, Pelargonium citrosum, is not the mosquito plant. The mosquito plant, essentially, the real citronella, is Pogon citratus. Say that 10 times fast. My pronunciation is terrible, forgive me. But if you purchase this plant in your big box store, put it in your garden, and notice that there are still mosquitoes everywhere, that is why. This plant is not the deal. Not the real deal, unfortunately. It's very prolific, actually. I bought it as a plant about this big, and look at it. It's only a couple months, and it's going like gangbusters. I think it's got a little bit of blight here, but it's so prolific it really doesn't matter. So anyway, don't be fooled. Do not buy this plant at the store unless you like it. It's a pretty looking plant, and it smells nice. I mean, it's very aromatic, especially when you rub it and break it off. But I can smell it just standing here without even doing that. But if you want to repel mosquitoes, you're going to have to get the lemongrass. Now, the lemongrass is not cold hardy. Even though it's a perennial, it will, come back in most, well, I'm not going to say which zones, southern zones, higher zones, 9s, 8s. You have to go and do your research on that. But it's not cold hardy, so it's going to die back during a frost and may or may not come back for you. But if you want to repel mosquitoes around your house, that is what you need to get. All right? Appreciate it. If you found this information helpful, let us know. Give us a thumbs up and share the video. We really, really appreciate that. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.